Welcome, Leo. This is your monthly focus for June 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you so much for your positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Um, Truly, thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to you, your energy. Now, we have the Eight of Cups as our very first card. So this isn't necessarily closing doors. A lot of people think this is really closing doors behind us, but it's really things transforming in our lives, giving us a different sense of security, a different sense of love, a different sense of how we are going forward. Okay, the best way I can always describe this card is the child that grows to adulthood and is now it's time to leave the parental home. So yes, they're going forward in new ways of becoming, of claiming their independence, of going for their dreams, their goals, their desires, their wants, the things they want to manifest. And they don't close the door on the parental home, but it changes. It changes in the way it gives them support. It changes in the way it gives them love, security. So you are going forward. You are going forward on a new path. And so, don't be alarmed if things are changing in the wake for you. Um, People that you could rely on in the past are no longer there, but new people are present, or maybe it's a situation giving you a new foundation, a new way of going forward. So this could be, you could feel very restless. You could feel very unbalanced when this kind of energy comes up because things are changing. It'd be just like you're young and you are leaving the parental home. And so you don't know what lays out there for you, but you're positive and, there's a vitality about you, and there's also a fear when things change in our lives, when things transform into new meanings, different a basis of security, of love in our life. And so that's where you are this month, and this is where we are going to be working most of our energy. Now we have the Knight of Wands crossed over by the Nine of Pentacles. So, it's attaching yourself to the wisdom of the things that you've already gone through in your life that is really going to bring out that new day dawning for you. So when we are reminiscing, when we are getting that deja vu flashback kind of feeling, and it takes us back to a point in time in our life, the best thing we can do is to not look at it with emotion, but try and detach ourselves and understand the lesson that we walked through and understand the wisdom we took away from that experience to step into our new day dawning. So with the Eight of Cups being our first card, and then we have the new day dawning here, it all revolves around the lessons that you've gone through in the past. It all revolves around the wisdom that you've picked up along the way, your sense of maturity, your knowledge, and using that knowledge to make the right steps forward. Now we have the Nine of Wands, which is all about our anxieties, our worries, our concern, our chaoses, and once again, this is about the trials, the tribulations, the chaos, the stresses that we have walked through in our path. And look at the wand that we hold. It's so gnarled. Each one of those wands symbolizes a part of our life, a part of our past that we have walked through. Now we have to understand that no matter how gnarled the experience was, how chaotic it was, or how stressful it was, it brought forth new wisdom. Every one of those wands has new growth on it, a new white blossom, which symbolizes new opportunities, new growth, new ways of stepping forward, new ways of doing things. So we really have to let go of regret here when these kinds of cards come up. We have to let go, and we have to go with the flow. We have to understand the present, and that the present is leading us into a beautiful future, into a beautiful path of tomorrow. But so often when these cards come up the way they do, we could be clinging on to regret, our past actions, or things that we wish we could have done. And I'm getting that a lot in the readings this month. That, we can't go back in time and rewalk the path and change our thoughts, our actions, our decisions. but we can learn from them. We can grow from them. We can use our wisdom to make the right choices going forward. And this is really what this energy is giving us the opportunity to do, to make the right choices going forward and base it upon our wisdom that we've picked up along the way. Now we have the Two of Swords as our underlying energy, and so it's all about those unconscious choices we are making. So unexpectedly, there could be decisions put on your lap this month. Things come up where you have to make decisions and choices in your life that you weren't expecting to make right now. It's going to take a wisdom, and it's going to take courage. It's going to take a belief in yourself. And we are blindfolded here, which means we can't necessarily trust what our eyes are seeing or our ears are hearing. But we have to go inside and we have to tap into our intuition, our higher wisdom, in order to make the right decisions to go forward. So it could take a little bit of soul searching this month to really make the right choices going forward. These are decisions that you weren't expecting to have to make, that are kind of thrown at you, or maybe you thought it was going to be several months down the road before you really had to come to any kind of real decision in a matter in your life. And so the time frame might be moved up, or things may happen that make you have to look at this decision now, or decisions. So the best advice I can give you here is to tap into your wisdom, your higher wisdom. And so very much the energy could pull you back in time, or maybe it already has in May, to give thought to an experience that you walked through and the wisdom that you took away from that experience, because maybe now it is coming into play that you have to rely on that wisdom to make the right decisions going forward. For our overriding energy, we have the Empress. So this is brand new creative beginnings. This could be new relationships coming into our life. This could be new people coming into our life. Definitely new opportunities, and opportunities to use our creative abundance, our gifts, our talents, and move it into, this is very fertile energy. So it's new beginnings, but it's one that gives the impression that there could be great growth involved if you step upon these paths, these opportunities. So pay very close attention to the opportunities that are opening up to you, even if they seem very small right now. Look at the bigger picture, think it through, because there could be great growth potential, and it would definitely lean towards your talents, what you already have for talents or gifts, what you already bring to the table. And it's a way of expanding upon those talents and those gifts. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about making the dedicated plan forward, knowing that it's not going to happen in a day, knowing that we need to plan each step of our journey. I'm getting a staircase here. Every time I pick up this card, it's shown up a couple of times now, where we only have to worry about the first step, taking that first step. And then we will worry about the next step. And then we'll worry about the next step. That we're not going to look so far forward and panic because we can't see the top of the staircase. That it will be revealed as we go forward. And here we sit upon our horse, and we're not even in armor. We're not, we don't have a weapon. We're not looking over our shoulder. We're holding our pentacle. We're holding our well-being. We're holding our abundance firmly in front of us as we go forward, one step at a time. The deliberate plan. And this might take place, I think, a little bit more in the middle of the month than it would the beginning of the month. But it's starting to understand the plan that we need to have, and not getting stressed out if we can't see the full layout of the plan or where it's going to lead us. Just have an idea. When we're sitting at the bottom of that staircase, we know that it's leading to the top floor. We don't know what the top floor holds for us yet, but we know that we need to just take one step, and we'll be one step closer to that top floor. And then we have the Sun. Now, it becomes about you, your energy, your light. Okay, when this card comes up, now I would think this is more mid-month, that you start to get, you know, you're like a magnet for new people to come into your life, people that can help you, people that can give you wisdom, opportunities that can grow you, develop you, using your talents and your abilities towards new opportunities. So that light doesn't come from the sky, the light comes from you. So your vitality raises, your perceptions, your balance in your step starts to take hold. So you could actually start at the beginning of the month feeling very down, very conflicted, very out of balance, but as the month progresses, so does your vitality, so does your balance. And usually this card means that you become a magnet to opportunities and to people that are going to help you on your path. New relationships, whether it be in love or business or within the community, growing you towards a new path. Now, how other people see you. We have the Ace of Pentacles for how other people are seeing you this month. So people are really seeing you. Oh, they could be seeing you as kind of lucky. Like, oh, man, everything good happens to them. Why are they so lucky? And really, it's not luck. You know it's not luck. But that's what they're going to see. They're going to see like new paths just open up in front of you. New opportunities, new adventures, new people in your life. It all comes so easy for you. Now that could be a little bit because we have the sun right there, you being that magnet, you being able to actually draw in the presence of good things in your life. So maybe you are a little lucky. Maybe things just, you're in the right place at the right time and you meet the right people and you walk into the right situations and people are seeing that about you. But really, if anything, people are going to look at you and wonder, what brings you that easy success? And I know it's not easy success, but that's what people are going to be seeing. Remember, when people look at other people's lives, they always see that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And so they're going to be seeing that in your life. They're going to see how it just evolves. There's going to probably be a little bit of jealousy here for the most part. A little bit of a chip on the shoulder. Why is it happening to you? Why isn't it happening to me? What do you got that I don't have? Okay, because they're going to see you just kind of stepping into opportunity. Now, it could be a lot of work in order to get to that opportunity for you, but they don't see any of that pre-work that you had to do in order to open yourself up to the opportunity, in order to be available for that opportunity or that relationship, that partnership. They won't see those things. They won't see the work, the stress, the chaos that you had to go through, the fires you had to go through in order to be available for the opportunity. But they see you just sailing right into it. And that's going to be their perception. So understand that that's their perception. Okay, maybe you need to have conversations about what you did have to sacrifice, what you did have to do in order for this opportunity to open up. Maybe you need to rip the blinders off their eyes. But just be aware that they may be looking at your life in just that way. Now, as we go towards the end of the month, we have the Three of Wands here, which is new opportunities opening up to you. You're feeling very grounded by the end of the month. You are seeing that you can go forward, an expansive path opening up to you. This could be in relationships, this could be work and career, absolutely. This could be stature in the community. This could be your own spirituality, walking in and waking up to your own spirituality. Whatever this path is, it's wide open to you and it's expansive and you stand there, on the shoreline. And you are firmly planted in looking towards the future and not knowing, once again, it's like that staircase. You can only see the first couple of steps. You don't know what lays beyond the horizon here. You don't know what's on the top landing of the staircase. So, what have we got with it? We got the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Interesting. So you're standing there and you're looking out into your tomorrow. You see this expansive path. Does it look like too much work to you? Does it look like the reward isn't enough to you? Because with the Five of Pentacles there, it's the pity party. It's the feeling like everybody else is getting ahead, which is kind of, crazy, since everybody is looking at you thinking that you've got the gold cup, and you're looking at everybody else thinking they've got the gold cup. And you've got to realize that you stand in front of the door of abundance here, or you sit in front of the door of abundance here. That it is all awaiting you. And you need to make that declaration in who you are and who you are becoming. You need to make that declaration in your determination. You need to make that declaration in who you are, your strength, your empowerment. You need to believe in you, and you need to make a statement. Maybe it's just to yourself in the mirror. Maybe it's to the world on how you're going forward. Not the pity party. You could get sucked right into a pity party here and not seeing that the grass is actually greener on your side of the fence. For love relationships, we have the Five of Wands. Get out there and socialize with purpose. Get out there and mingle. Get out there and get your flirt on. Absolutely. If you are looking to meet somebody, absolutely. You remember, we shine. We attract people into our lives. We've got the Empress there for a new creative path. We've got the Nine of Pentacles for your new day dawning. We've even got the Three of Wands, a new path opening up to us. So get out there. It involves people. If you are in a relationship, you want to grow that relationship stronger, get out there in between people. Get out there and feel the vibration of a community. Maybe it's a concert you're going to. Maybe just it's a festival of some sort, or maybe it's just a place, a gathering where there is going to be a lot of people, and build upon that energy, that vibration, so that you feel that vibration. Okay, it's meeting people through people. It's growing relationships through people. So get out there and definitely, that's where you're going to grow when it comes to relationships. It's getting out there. It's not closing yourself behind walls and cuddling up close on the couch. I mean, that can be part of it. Absolutely. Maybe after you get home from the grand event. But it all starts at the grand event. It brings out a happiness, a sense of celebration. It raises your vibration. It raises your vitality. And it grows you together as a couple. Absolutely. Or you meet that someone special. For work, career, money, finances, we have the Queen of Wands. We want to really think thoroughly on our plan forward, on what we want to say yes to, on what we want to say no to. This is a time when we really need to research, investigate. We need to ask the qualifying questions when it comes to our work, when it comes to our career. Maybe we're just asking ourselves what we truly want to do, what our passion is. But I think it's more than that. I think we are investigating. If you're going for a job interview, investigate the company that you are going for the job interview for, and wow them with your knowledge of maybe one of their cornerstones that they take pride in, and knowing it before you even have the job. It's those little tidbits that you can pick up on investigating that will set you above the rest. But this is thinking things through. This is not making that jump into something without thinking it through. You want to have the plan, and you want to have a master plan. And when you use her energy and you use it correctly, you never have to look back on the situation again. You've made the right decisions. You've made the right choices. You might research a company and say, you know what, I'm not even going to show up for that job interview because that is not the kind of company I want to work for. And it might save you a lot of grief down the road. So who knows what this energy will actually bring to you, except that if you use the energy correctly, it's going to put you on the right path each and every time. For your spirituality, well, you know what? Meditation, prayer, okay? The Hierophant here. You want to feel a balance in your life, you need to tap into your spirituality. You need to tap into your intuition. You need to tap into your higher wisdom. You need to make time for meditation and prayer in order to feel the balance in your life. Absolutely, with the Hierophant, because the spirituality will bring in the balance. And for health, well-being, we have the Ten of Swords. I'd love to look towards July and see what your card's going to be for this. Because this talks about going through hard times. This is gaining wisdom. And this, you know, you could almost have felt like you were depleted in energy, that your world was coming apart, that things weren't going right, that you were out of balance, that you were out of sync. Your routine could have got really disrupted here. Your health could have went, you know, south. And this is telling me that you are on the mend. You are going to feel a little bit stronger each day, that you are going to feel a vitality come in, but it's going to be slow. And it really depends upon you being wise in your choices of what needs to be in your life when it comes to health, when it comes to well-being. It could be just getting the right amount of sleep each night that you need. Maybe you've been burning the candle at both ends a little bit too long, and you need to, you need to turn the energy back into making you whole, making you healthy, taking the right life choices here. And you do have the wisdom, you have walked the walk to know what is healthy, what is good for you, what isn't good for you. And now it's time to make choices and make decisions to strengthen your vitality, to make it a consistency each and every day of your life, to make the right choices going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.